Hello beauties, long time no see. It's Lorien here with the Wellington Witch. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for April covering the fire signs. So we're going to do Aries, we're going to do Leo, and then we're going to do Sagittarius. This is so much easier for me to do, like 3 at once rather than individual videos. So I do hope you find this informative. Follow your intuition, so whenever you see something that you're like, oh, I don't know whether I agree with that, it may not be for you. Just saying that, just take what resonates now. You may find that it slots into place later. So it's good to be back with you, lovelies. It really is. So let's do Aries first. My beautiful, beautiful Aries. Lovely, lovely Aries. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Right, I feel that's it. So we have Intuition, High Priestess. We have, Material Harvest, 9 of Pentacles, upside down. I will move these into place, so don't worry. And then we have Patience and Planning. So these are the first 3 for you. I do have a new setup here. I'm no longer doing it on my phone, so this is why I'm kind of getting used to it. Let's see, I'll draw more cards in just a second, but I'm just trying to see what information is coming through for you now. Okay. Whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, you're not there yet. Now, this is not saying that you're a failure. This is not saying that you're never going to get it. What it's saying is that you are almost there, but it is going to take a lot of inner work to try and figure out the opportunities that are going to lead you to that opportunity. So you do need a little bit more patience and planning. Not saying that you're not patient right now, but Aries, I love you, but you are very headstrong. You are very, let's go into it. For those of you who have very strong Capricorn placements, I'm feeling here, this is going to be easier for you. But for those of you who are kind of hoping to get somewhere faster than perhaps you are, just kind of slow down a little bit. The world is kind of waking up. We are in spring. This is done on the 2nd day of spring for me in the Northern Hemisphere. So with the change of the seasons, you are going to see the change of mood, change of process. We have here discontent and boredom. So yeah, this is upside down. This could be the fact that your inner frustrations are now at work rather than outside frustrations. You're feeling a little bit more like you can't maneuver yourself and you're trying hard to sort of push yourself into a particular place, but it's just like, oh, come on. So I do understand that there's something that's very much inward. Maybe you're frustrated with yourself. Maybe there's something that you are kind of annoyed by within yourself, that you feel like, I should be able to do this now. Don't beat yourself up though, my lovelies. Please just kind of understand that the way the world is at the moment, you have to sort of take that step back until we feel like the energy's moving forwards a little bit more. So don't worry too badly. Because you have a rejoice coming through. So this does seem like you do get there in April. There is and happy birthday as well if your birthday is in April. But I do feel like there's something that's coming through for you so much better. You feel more like you can achieve this success. You feel more like you're getting back to a stage where you feel more yourself. But I do feel that even though you feel yourself, you're going to recognize a change within you. Now, I feel this is going to be more to do with intuition. This is going to be more to do with how you read situations and read other people and can see what they are or are not doing. This is going to be how you kind of focus on the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. You're going to be starting to limit, I think, the interactions that you have with people that you intuitively feel either have something to hide or want something from you and don't want anything other than that thing. So they don't want to connect with you on a personal level. They're just doing it to get to a certain part of you or something from you. And I think that's going to be something that you are very discerning about in April. But again, Time for rejoicing, time for things to come back to some semblance of normality, I feel. But it is going to be quite difficult for you, I think, over the next few weeks, to try and filter through the gold from the rubble in your friend groups, because I don't feel that you necessarily want to get rid of anybody, but it's just going to happen naturally, and you just kind of, you get into a certain space now where I think that it's time to let some people go. Again, movement, choices, decisions. Not everybody can come with you on your journey. Not everybody deserves to go with you on the next stage of your life, Aries. So this could be something that you're wanting to kind of discover over the next few weeks. There's definitely an adaptability here, there's a balance here, and you do have some choices to make intuitively. This just seems like being patient with your intuition, not rushing into a decision, not being so quick to discard friends. I mean, I know that you're wanting to, or having to, move away from some people, but it's not just going to be you're gone because you didn't say good morning to me. It's not going to be something like that. It is going to be kind of a process, and I think that the biggest choice you have in April, in this astrological new year, or astronomical new year, I can't remember the term, you're going to start to move forwards now. And I honestly believe this is going to be the best choices for you, because it's coming from your heart, it's coming from your soul, and this is definitely going to be something that you innately sense is right. But don't rush into the decision. It just feels like where your soul is guiding you. But that's all for my delightful Aries. So I'm just going to pack up these cards, and we're going to reshuffle, and we're going to go on to Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. What are we going to do for Leo? Let's shuffle it into the camera. Oh, hello. I don't think you two are for Leo. If you are for Leo, you'll come through in a second. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo for... There's a message here, so I'm just going to do this one. Ooh, destiny. Interesting, Leo. Okay, discontent and boredom's come through again. And patience and planning. Okay, and I have shuffled them quite a bit. I've turned them round. So it's interesting that you have the same card in the same place as Aries here. You also have a similar card here, but also the major arcana at the start. So for me, this is coming through to suggest that there is a kind of turning point now. This is the Wheel of Fortune, so this is also from your heart center. I don't know whether you can see her, but she's holding her heart there. My camera does like to focus on down there, which is good for the far away cards. But there's something that just feels like you're entering a new phase. Well, we are going into the turning of the year now. And I feel like it's to get rid of this sense of internal frustration. It's to get rid of this sense of kind of a stalemate within yourself. This sort of, if you turn this around, you can see it's turning away from this rainbow thing that's coming through here, and this idea that they can get to this castle. And I think that that's the case of maybe you feeling frustrated with your dreams, feeling that your dreams are not being materialized the way that you wanted them to, not as you expected. Your life is definitely not as you anticipated it to be for some of you. But it does feel as though there's a kind of discontent within yourself, not from the outside necessarily, but within your own choices. Maybe this has been lingering a while. You do have the ability to pursue, to gauge, and to claim. They really wanted to say claim the future that you deserve and the life that you deserve as well. Let me just have a look and see what the next card is. Okay, so you have Rejoice and Celebration, which is really good. That also came out for Aries. And then you have Authority. I fumbled the card, so I'm going to say it came out that way. So you have the Emperor. For some of you, this is because you want to have the authority over your own life. You want to have the control over your own life. And at the moment, you just feel like you're floating. You feel like you're unmoored. And even though you may have a steady house, a steady job, a steady life, there's still something that feels like you're not having any say in where your life is going, or that the fact that your life turned out this way. There's something that you want to do, that you want to make a decision to do, and that is going to be coming through for you in April with the energy of Aries, your fellow fire sign. This is going to be something that you kind of grabbing with both hands, baby. You're going to be definitely wanting to rejoice, having the authority to take what you deserve and take what you desire. Because this is your destiny, this is your turning point. This is going to be you deciding, okay, who do I want to be? Who do I want to make myself into? Now, the Emperor, for me, he represents this kind of regulation sort of thing. Maybe it's you coming into your divine masculine in some way where you feel like you can evolve or evoke yourself in such a way that you feel as though, yes, I'm here, yes, I'm in control, I'm very me. I don't know how else to say it. It's like I'm me, I'm in control, I'm taking the reins of my own destiny. Da-da-la. There we go. Victory and success for you, my lovely, lovely Leos. So I do feel this is coming through. I was about to say Virgo, but I think it just covers it victory. But if you do know anybody who's a Virgo, maybe they're going to be instrumental with your success. But you are definitely calling help from your guides, from the angels, from whoever you work with, the universe. I am here, I'm ready for my victory, I'm ready for my success, I'm ready to evolve into a boss ass something, you know. I'm ready to evolve into this roaring lion. I am taking control. This is a really strong reading for you. I do see that you're shaking off the past year, shaking off any health issues you've had, or any kind of doubts you had, should I say. And you're going, you know what? I'm in control here. I can control this. So you are very much putting your foot down about things you don't want anymore, and you are meeting it head on, which is perfect, Leo. We know that you're the king of the jungle. You know, lions will roar. So I do feel that you're going to head into a very strong, dynamic sensibility. And I can't wait to see it because I love my Leos and I love to see this for you. So I'm just going to wrap this up and move on to Sagittarius. Okay, let me see what Sagittarius is doing. Oops. This tripod really likes to move. Okie dokie. Alright. Sagittarius. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit in front of the camera now. Don't worry, I will timestamp these. Saggy. Oh, you also have authority. Conflict and defeat. This is so strange. So all of three of you have had a major arcana at the start, something in reverse that shows me discontent in your life, and then some kind of note about it. So this is going to be interesting for you, Sagittarius. So you're coming into some sort of authority. I think you are where Leo is going to get. So you're already where Leo is going to get. This is something that means you are very much in control. You want to put your foot down on certain things. You know where you want to be. You know what you want to do next. The only thing is you have this 5 in reverse. So this, if it was upright, would normally mean some kind of tension. Maybe some people kind of throwing shade at you a little bit. As it's upside down, this may be you throwing shade at yourself. I feel like this is something you being defeatist, you being a little bit like it's not going to work, and you may be doubting the process. And this could be because you've kind of suffered some kind of, not emotional losses in actual grieving somebody, although if you have, my heart is with you, but mostly about this feeling of somebody judging you, losing somebody because of, or losing an opportunity because of misunderstandings, or because they didn't understand your intention, because you feel like you're not good enough, or this emotional loss of yourself. You feel like you haven't really gained control of yourself. And again, it's maybe because you haven't had recognition and rewards, but this is due for you. Oh, and again, this card coming through. So yeah, I feel like maybe you haven't had the recognition or the reward that you expected, that you wanted, that you anticipated. But this is coming for you. This is definitely on its way. And I feel that if you do get organised, as the authority, the Emperor kind of comes through saying, you are going to move through that. I think that you need to ignore anything that's like, actually, no, ignore is not the right term. I think you need to assess anything that you feel is emotionally lingering for you, anything that is still hard for you to process. Try and face it, try and process it. Maybe it's because you didn't get the promotion you wanted, or you didn't get the emotional resonance that you wanted, but this is coming through saying you will get the recognition, you will get the reward, and it's because then you can go and choose your destiny, choose actively where you next want to go. You feel like you have that authority. It kind of legitimizes the way you feel. So even though you're like, I'm in a position to choose where I want to be, choose who I want to be in April, I feel like I am not going to get what I want regardless. Ignore that. You are. You are going to get what you want. You are going to get what you deserve. Maybe you feel, I'm getting some of you maybe new mums, or you're a parent and you feel like your children don't respect you, or you're failed as some kind of parent or some kind of responsibility. And that to me is coming through as you feel like I'm not as good as I thought I was going to be. You are, and this is going to be proven to you. You are good enough, and that feels like it's coming through in spades for you, my darlings, because I do think there's a great deal of emotional process coming in here for you. It's something that you could potentially see grow over the next few weeks, and I do feel like there's a time for you to sort of be this person, to be this kind of, I'm going to step up to the plate sort of thing and become this person. And here we have, let's get one of these, emotional withdrawal. So it is upside down though, so I do feel that within this you are doing an internal change. This is with emotional withdrawal, not necessarily physically but internally. I think you're changing your emotions and you're changing your armor in the process, and I get the impression that you are doing this in order to further yourself and further your emotional well-being. I do feel that some of you, again, emotional loss with emotional withdrawal, you have gone within and retreated slightly because you're afraid of getting hurt again. Not because it's now the time to move away, it's not the time to pick up, get things in order and then move on healthily. It's something that you're like, oh, I don't want to experience that again. Open yourself up if you can in April, just to test the water a little bit, because I do feel that you are very strong. You're stronger than you give yourself credit and recognition for. You can make the decisions that will change your path. You can make the decisions that will lead you to a solution, to not an ending, but sort of a wrapped up thing of this stage of your life, so you can move on much better, much smoother to the next stage. So I do feel this is coming through for you in droves, Sagittarius. But I do hope that this helps you in some way. I truly, truly do. And let me know in the comments below if Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if this resonated with you. I would love to hear back from you guys. I'm sending you so much love, and I'm really happy to be with you all again. Speak soon.